I was on that Fire Island trip. That's actually where we met. Yeah, most people leave a weekend from Fire Island with gonorrhea and chlamydia. He left with a friendship with me, so doxycycline ain't gonna kill me. Good luck. You're fucked. We took a lot of pictures that weekend, and I got a lot of DMs of people being like, is he really straight? And let me tell you, after that weekend, he is. Vibing with all the gay guys, getting all the Patti LuPone references, but then he would try and put like a wooden spatula in the dishwasher. It really is nurture versus nature. You can want it, but you can't have it always. God. Okay, do I know anyone in here? If so, keep this to yourself. Guys, unfortunately, I got the ick from the guy I'm dating this weekend. I know, and I'm normally the one who gives the ick. So, God forbid the man I love ever sees me run. Like, I'm the ick giver, and now I got the ick, and I have to handle it. And it's not just because he's stupid. I knew that going into it. One of our first dates, we stopped at like a yard sale, like a stoop sale, and he found some shoes he liked, and he asked the girl working there if he could try them in a different size. And I kind of love that shit. I love them big and stupid. You know what I mean? I'm always kind of looking for a couple's costume cronkinisma. Yeah. I like a BFG with CTE. I love it. My favorite role play is Lenny and the Rabbits. But he's got this dog, okay? He's got this dog, and it's like one of those like little dogs. Like he bought it for like $2,300 at a mall kiosk next to the croc gibbets. And I'm allergic to dogs for starters, which does not. I'm not a huge dog person because they cause me to die. But it was like, you know, it was a COVID boredom purchase. Its name is Tinkerbell, but I call it Zoom Happy Hour because it's the most annoying thing to come out of the pandemic. And we met up for brunch the other day, and he had the dog, and I was sort of like, what are you gonna do with that? Because that can't come inside. But he had bought one of those fake service vests. I know. And at first, I didn't know it was fake, and I was sort of like, oh. I thought maybe I flew a little close to the stupid sun. But then he was like, no, I got it on Temu. And he was like, he was like, it's amazing. Like, we can take it anywhere now, and all it cost was $25. I was like, yeah, $25 in the public's trust in the genuinely disabled. But he's hot, so somehow I was holding him when we walked in. And the hostess was sort of like, you can't have that in here. And I was like, no, I mean, we can. It's a service dog. What service does it provide? What service does it provide? It can smell seizures. It can smell seizures? That's the lie we picked? It can smell seizures? The dog that we could get to eat its own shit if we wrapped it in a cheese slice? Can smell seizures? Well, I guess sure, if it's a recognizable smell if the person next to you is seizing. But we went in there anyway, and they sat us outside, so ultimately it was fine because the dog slept the entire brunch. But my allergies were acting up like crazy because I gave it my only 2 Benadryl wrapped in a cheese slice. Rumor has it the dog's still asleep. Yeah, so I gotta end that. I can see on some of your faces you're like, should we do a pronoun check-in? No, I just dress weird. No, I don't know. I think about gender a lot. Largely because, like, you know, the dogs that don't like men still like me. So something's going on. I really thought I was trans for a while, like to the point where like I went to the doctor to talk about it, because you got to go to a doctor first and they ask you a lot of questions, which is totally fair. And they were like, well, why do you think you're trans? I was like, well, because I'm 100% certain I would make an amazing woman. And they were like, go home, diva. 100% certain you'd be amazing at something you have 0 experience in? That is he, him, boots. That's man. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a woman trapped inside a man's body, but I'm pretty sure I'm a woman who's been handed an amazing opportunity. I never have to wait in line for the bathroom at a matinee. And the bar's so low for gay guys in comedy. I mean, willingly become a woman in comedy? Ah. I don't know, every time I tell this joke, people come up to me after the show and they're like, well, you know, everything you're saying really lines up with being non-binary. And to that I'm like, shh. There could be industry over 40 in here. Keep your voice down. I don't know. I love they, them pronouns. Okay, I think it is chic to make things harder. I don't know. I love my natural hair color. And my relationship with my dad right now. I think I'll start using they, them pronouns the same time I buy a house. I'm totally into the idea. I just got some family members I need to die first. In the memo, I kind of pick depending on who asks. Like, it changes. Like, for me right now, he, him on dating apps. She, her the second the bill comes. And they, them for like special occasions. Like when I'm accused of racism. They said a slur. They said a slur. I'm always surprised I get away with that one. What a fun life we have. Okay, I'm probably gonna lose you guys on this, but whatever. Yeah, if you're offended by this, I'm joking, and if not, I'm totally serious. I feel like as the sort of pendulum is swinging back in history, we are like flying back with this current administration. It feels like such a time of history that we've learned from already. I'm sort of like, let's give SeaWorld a second chance. Like, half the country voted that they don't care about the rights of trans people and women and immigrants. Why are we protecting like 6 very talented dolphins? That shit was entertaining as hell. That's crazy! I want that back. I think the blackfish pendulum swung a little far. Also, if we did it again, we could kind of learn from our mistakes. Like, you don't have to abuse them if they're talented. They're like kids. It's like, I feel like we could just sort of stand at the edge of the ocean and clap and the gay ones will show themselves. Like, it's just about getting a good cast. It's not mistreatment, it's miscasting. And I know this because I spent the fucking entire pandemic with my family, trapped in a house. My family was so nervous, and I am that young to be out of my house in the pandemic, thank you. I spent the whole thing with them every single day. We didn't see anyone. I would have done anything for the chance to hula hoop for strangers every hour on the hour. I would have solved all my problems. And I feel like some of the complaints, it's just a little like, oh, it's unfair work conditions. Okay, well, you order Grubhub when it's pouring down rain. Like, what do you care about? They need to grow up in their natural habitat. Says the white girl living in Bushwick. Shut up. Let me have the dolphin shows. And just to prove I'm serious about it, too, when the aliens come this year, girl, take me to the human SeaWorld. Please. Oh, I would thrive. No rent, already I'm sold. Work, me behind glass, with an audience 24/7. I'd be salsa dancing for them. Spreading my butthole. You ever seen an animal spread its butthole at the zoo? People go nuts for that shit. I do Nikki Glazer's entire set. They don't fucking know. I do imagine the breeding and the reproduction part, that would be hard for me. When they want more humans. But I watched the documentary. It's a lot of hand stuff. And a hand's a hand. At least that's what I tried to convince every guy I went to high school with. Never worked. Never worked. Thank you guys. You've been amazing. I've been Camden Garcia.